Beautiful beings of the universe, welcome to Now. And I will start this video with the blessings from the beautiful goddess Green Tara. Namo Buddhai. Especially in these days and times when it's really getting crazy, when the demonic energies they just get louder. Notice this. As you start raising your vibe, that means you shine brighter, the darker is the night. So it's like saying, the darker the night, the brighter the stars shine. And in view of this, I wanted to quote from this book that I'm reading, The Secret Hero by Rhonda Byron. And Anastasia Soul, she says, life is a challenge. If you think life is smooth and it's perfect, you are wrong and you are delusional. And then there's another quote from Peter. He talks about every day has hurdles. There's nobody who wakes up in the morning without something wrong physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Accept the fact that you're going to have hurdles. Everybody has them. People say, why me? Why not you? So know that your life is not easy, first of all. How the demons project, right? Like you might think that, oh, their life is easy because they have it all. They have it all because they have snatched from the good people. It's not earned thing. It's not that something that they deserve. They have snatched on the rights of others who deserved it. That's why there is so much inequality in the world. That's why there is huge unequal distribution of wealth. It's not on the ground that the super rich, uber rich people of the world, which is just 0.1%, and they make the decisions for the entire world. It's purely on their selfish needs, and this is the power drive. This is how the power works. So you see, people who have got the least intelligence, they have been given the power. Like this happened to me yesterday. I was at the gym, and this is how you misuse the power. So there's this gym manager who just picks on me just because she's jealous of what I do, and unnecessarily she creates a havoc by laughing on me with all the other people. And you see, a woman who's jealous, she goes all the way just to make your life miserable because her life is miserable in already by default. So I was at the gym, and there were so many people out there who were in flip-flops. She doesn't say a thing to them, but she gets so damn jealous because I get the attention, not because I want it, but just because I keep to my business, just because of who I am. And you know that you are the king. You do not want the attention of people because you're an introvert and you just mind your own business. But then you are the center of the universe. And people, even though they're jealous, they want to laugh at you, they want to talk about you. So naturally, they give their attention to you. And this woman, she just got so jealous, despite the fact that she was mocking and making fun of me. So she thought that I'm an easy target, and just like how she gets by rest of the people outside, by making fun of them and they do not say anything, she thought I'm going to be the same. And she told me to leave the gym because I was in flip-flop. So I said, first of all, this is very unfair what you're telling me to do. And I recorded her. And I have her recording on how wildly she spoke, on how disgusting everybody in that gym is, and how poorly they treat their customers. And I tell you this, since I left, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to leave the gym because that gym attracted a lot of customers because of me, because of my brand, because of people trust me, okay? They do not speak to me, but they trust me. They believe in the places, in the restaurants, in the gyms, in even the doctor that I visit, people trust me on that. So if I say that this doctor is good, literally there is a huge queue of other patients for the same doctor. It's because of the reputation that I have. Because I do not cheat and I do not lie and I do not manipulate like these dumbasses. So she got so scared and she said, no, please don't record me. Please don't record me. And she said, I'm going to call the security because I was in flip-flops. Can you believe that? Like, where is the world heading at? There's just no sanity left in this insane world. So I said, because there's no sanity, well then, I should play my cards too. So then I said, I'm going to call the cops on you because you are being too violent, and I'm going to report on that. I don't just let you go like that, and you are going to get fired from this job because you are misusing your power, which you do not deserve at all. And this woman, she got so scared and infuriated. And I thought, you want to just believe that the demons have the power? Now watch the gods roar through me. And that was completely, she got so scared because I showed what is the power of goodness, what is the power of gods. Don't mess with the chosen. We will literally fuck your life. And then I had a recording and I showed to the cops. She was thinking I'm just doing it like a game. She thought that I'm a fool who won't go all the way. And I reported, and see, this is how the world is. Like, you raising your voice against the corruption is going to, on the other hand, what did these authorities people say? They are saying that, no, you should listen to them. So I said, this is what the problem is. I'm reporting against them. And then they, in turn, want to intimidate you. They want to manipulate you so that you dim your voice, so that you do not speak up the truth. Why? Because when you tell the truth, your voice is going to be suppressed. Why? Because it's always the evil who are in power. If you think there is somebody else who's going to save you, that's not true. First of all, the way the society, the policies, and the so-called structure is, it's not meant to safeguard you. So they let the demonic beings work against you and say that this is the rule. See, we have written all this. See, we have got this all documented. All their bullshit system of lying and their nonsense trash paperwork. And that's their way of corrupting you, to making you feel scared so that you act dumb. So that you never have a say. So that they put you below on purpose. Because this is the Kali Yuga. Somebody who's dumbest is given most of the power and money. Absolutely undeserved. Just because they did not earn it, they are barbaric to attack the nice and the good people. And then they say, yeah, you guys are good people, right? You can just be happy in less. You see, you say you're happy in your small little world. Now live that. And give me the millions and the billions. Because I know how to exploit it. And I'm such a giant, I'm such a monster that all I know is consumption. I will cut all of the forest and make ugly factories wherein I will take the soul of the people and make them work like slaves. And in return, I will give them certain salary and make you further slave. And for this slavery, one slave fights the other slave. And then they call it as victory. Look, I got this whole house, I got this home loan, I got this family. I bought it, literally, all of that for money, which was all corrupt. You did not deserve any of it. You did not win any of it. And that's how the rat race is. One rat trying to eat and chew off more bigger bite. For that, they will kill another rat. And on that money, on that disastrous money, disgusting, no wonder you see these people living in huge houses, driving fancy cars, and they look so miserable, pathetic. Because they just never knew how to live beautifully. And how could you be happy at the cost of some other people in the other world who are so miserable? Who do not have food to eat, who do not have nothing at all. And you invest in those companies and those shares and those ETFs, which is all about defense and making bombs. Just so that some poor little country which cannot defend itself could get attacked. And that's all your agenda is, animal-like. And that's why you're all demons. And first of all, nobody cares about you. You think that you being a demon, you are being cared for? Absolutely not. You're not ever being cared about by other bigger demons. So you think that if I become more demonic and I also could attack more number of people, then probably I can have that goodie. Probably I can have my share in the material wealth, in the material power and fame hierarchy. But you do not get any of that. So you keep selling your soul and you keep attacking, and that's why you are so big. You're so big because you are overeating even though you're not hungry. because you cannot sit with yourself and you cannot face your damn self. All you know is to attack. All you know is to be barbaric. All you guys know is to shout and attack the people of light in public. So I go in the bus and all these ugly, disgusting demons, they start talking loud, yap, 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 like they have got no sense. This is a public space. Well, then, you must use your power too and play and blast loud music. Just like how they don't care, why should you care? You should, you should start chanting. And you should spread the word of God, just like how the demons are spreading their demonic energy and vibes all around. They think that they can get away with this small victory that they think. That is not victory. That is their call for destruction. And this is what the goddess Maya does, by the way. She deludes you into thinking that, okay, I'll let you have this illusion that you won. I'll let you have this illusion that you have more power than the good people, than the righteous one. And I'll let you delude into that till your own greed consumes you. Till you have overeaten and you have gotten cancer. Till you have gotten so heavy and ugly with your own sense of selfishness, pride, and injustice that all of that monster that you created in turn eats you. And this is not something new. This has been happening over ages. Wherever there is inequality and a society which is unjust and unfair and the power lying in the hands of people who do not deserve it, there is chaos. There is insanity. There's mental health breakdown. There are these psychopathic women who just keep on laughing on others for no reason. And Maya Angelou talked about that, the beautiful Maya Angelou. I love her. I have so much respect and love, and I learned so much from her. So she wrote a poem about a woman who was so depressed. And because she was so depressed, all she did was mock at others and make fun of others. So when she would board the bus, she noticed this woman would just go on laughing all the time. Anybody who came in the bus, or just laughing at certain people because of the way how she views them. Just laughing. Insane. And Maya Angelou noticed that she was not laughing. She would just hold her lips like this and make a face like so and create noise. You know why? Because she was unhurt all her damn life by her own family, by her own fake ass friends and fake family. Toxicity. And this is the state of the world. Why do you think there are all these demons who have got all these yapping that you hear in the bus, in the train, on the street? From construction workers, all their hate, their misery, their shame, and they want to downplay you. Because we are living in a world where the demons can come together, but the people of light, they are so scared. Like, you do not see any two kind people have a good real conversation on how they can improve and how they can bring about a new system. Because you're so weak that you would not create, but rather keep on cribbing about, they took so much money from my tax. They put me unfair ticket, unfair parking fine, which I did not deserve. So did you fight it? Did you raise your voice? The evil is not strong because they are just strong on their own self. The evil is strong because there's no opponent. Because there's nobody voicing for the truth. And then you say, oh, why should I? Because see, last time some revolutionary spoke and then they were shot dead. But I tell you, your life is no worse than death. Because you living like a slave, you are not going to die with a shot from a cop. You're already dead. You see what I'm saying? You're already dead. At least a revolutionary, at least a rebel, at least a truth speaker, a true leader like me, they are living their life. And all the while I'm alive, I'm fully on. I'm completely alive. And when I die, That's when I die. But till I'm alive, I would not die. That means I have all of my say in whatever seems right. But you all cowards, you all cunts, you are already living dead. All you know is to eat, to consume, to hoard, to travel, to make noise. Garbage shit. And shame on you how you are raising your children just like you, like cowards. And the thing about cowards, and Charles Bukowski talks about this, cowards are the common people. And these common people, they are scared of the people in power who bully them, who sabotage them, who steal from them, who take from them. They say thank you. They respect them. They literally lick their shoe boots. They lick their shoes of the masters, these demons. And when they see someone like you, somebody of light, a true leader who advocates truth, they all get so furious at you and then they throw up their hate on you. And that's how you see a coward, even though it's got no capacity to create, but their hate is strong. That's what Charles Bukowski talks about. These normal cowards, their hate is strong. To bring someone down, like Bob Dylan talks about in his song, It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Crying. It's all right, ma, I'm only crying. And he talks about this, Bob Dylan, such a beautiful, wonderful artist, that their agenda of the coward and the common people is not that you go up. That's all that is. They want to drag you down into the same ditch that they are living, their poor, miserable lives. They do not want you to have your say. They do not want you to open your eyes and say, this is wrong. And and don't think that I'm talking about this only because I'm living here. This is about duality. This is the game. And no matter which part of the world you are going to face these demons. So no matter how many countries you change, how many jobs you change, how many locations you change, but you are going to face the demons in any form. Just the forms are going to differ. The people, their look, their appearance is going to change. But the raw thing, this game of duality stays the same. So don't think that if I get rid of this enemy, this demon, I'm done, I'm set. No, there are a lot more waiting in queue. Don't think if I just sort this problem out, my life is sorted. No, there is a lot more to come. You know why? Because through each challenge that the enemy throws at you, you are getting better. You are getting sharper. You are getting stronger. Even though while the fight is on, you might think that you're losing your energy, and it's energy draining. It makes you feel like you're weak. But watch this. The heat, the anger that you face when you see those demons, when they try to come and conquer your space, when they walk all over you, you see a strange sort of energy comes in you, which was not there before if you were not challenged. So have you seen some people who do not have hands and still they are able to paint by their legs? Which a normal person like you and me who has got two hands and two legs, they do not have that will. You know that you can do the painting because you have hands and 10 fingers, but you do not have the courage because you think, what if I come out, my painting doesn't come out like how I expected it to be. But there's somebody out there who doesn't have any of the hand, and that guy paints with his toes, holding brush in his toes. So would you say that you are less fortunate or he's less fortunate? Because it's about the mind, it's about the will. And you do not have the will because you are comfortable, because you're not challenged. You're not challenged because you are on the devil's side. You are with those parties which is coward, which spreads lies because you are greedy just like them. So naturally you cannot be the hero. You cannot be shining like the star. So you being coming from the darkness, you cannot be jealous of the light of the star. The star is a star because it burns. And you want to stay comfortable in your cozy ass comforts and just keep on consuming and hoarding and attacking and looting from others and calling that success. Why should I buy to your lies? Your whole life is a lie. Your existence is a lie. You are a joke on the planet. The way you guys live is a joke. And all these people have got everything. Because you see, for a demon, finding a family is so damn easy. One demon, one fucking demon with another cunt, demonic woman, and then they make children and they call, oh, we're a happy family. All snakes. They are themselves demonic. They know how to attack on others. And that's what they teach the next generation. And no wonder you see all the same set of cowards in schools and colleges. The youth corrupting the youth. Because the devil knows that if I can snatch their soul from a very young age by controlling them, by making them fearful, then I've just won the battle. Because youth has the energy. If they truly come up in power and they start telling the truth, your house of lies would just get destroyed. The entire planet could change with a very handful of people of light. But they do not want those people of light to come together. Because they're in huge fear. Oh my gosh, this one person sitting in one place in of the planet, in Sydney, in this place, has got impact over millions of people. And what happens if a combination of people like them, the chosen, come together? That's game over. That's game over of the darkness. And that's why they want to bring you down. Just to show how fucking dumb they are. As if their words reaches you. You just see through their miseries. You just see through their darkness and ignorance. They want those are actually people like energy vampires. They want you around. They want to keep you in the company. So yesterday I had a fight with my manager too. Because a poor manager, a poor leader, how he breathes in toxicity into rest of the team. So first of all, because I questioned him something that was very valid and he abruptly cut me and did not give me the information and rather told me to do stuff that did not make any sense. So I said, that makes no sense. And that he got so infurious. And that's why he told that his other subordinates in the team, and they all started the same ill behavior treatment. And then yesterday he tells me over call that, see, everybody has got a problem with you, so I don't think that you're doing something right. So I told him that it's not that everybody has got a problem. If the leader is corrupt, so are you going to make everybody else corrupt. So because you do not tell the truth and you are breeding this house of lies that let us all work like this, no wonder the team works like that and they all nod their head based on what you are saying. So then he said, I don't know, I don't agree to this, but well, and that's how he told me that he would not work with me on the project. And I said, very good, because it's so much better that you work with a right sort of person, right team that is actually working on the elevation, that is working towards something creation, and not just because you are working in the most blinded way, where you just take orders blindly. They just want you to be like a slave. So then he said, I'm not going to work with you. I said, very good. Good luck to you. The sort of poor behavior you have, you're going to suffer. Not then, right now. And that's karma. They think that they can mess with you. They might get you fired. I've been fired from so many jobs just because I tell them the truth. I tell them how to truly improve and they do not agree. They say you are very strong-headed. You have got a lot of opinion. Yeah, because I'm educated. I'm highly educated. I know my stuff. I know the shit that I'm talking about. I'm the one which should be in the true power and I will get there. Not because I'm power thirsty, but because I see the people in power are unjust and lying. So the right people should come in power. And this is the thing, if you do not show up like for who you are, they're going to walk all over you. They're going to say stuffs like, "Oh, you are such a fool and you do not know how the world works. World is so dark. Are you nuts to be try and talk about the goodness? Are you nuts to be going on this path of honesty? It'll take you nowhere." So this is the thing, what Acharya Prashad, the great leader, the amazing phenomenal leader, and I will leave some of his links in the description below. Check out his channel. What a beautiful leader. He talks about this. The way of the world is, if you are truthful, they might give you the least. But you being on the right path, you have arrived. Because you did not sell your soul for lies. At least you did your best what you could do in your lifetime. But all these liars and cheats, they might seem to hoard and attack and be a bigger rat than the other in this rat race and call, "I'm a CEO and I'm this and that because see, I killed so many rats below me. I slayed over, I slandered, I did whatever way I could to make my way up, and I bought these many things in property, money, this, that, family, relations. See, I've got such big family." And that's why they think that they're deluded by thinking that they're going up. It's all a fall. Everything is a downward spiral. Because the more you are anti and running away from your true calling, from who you are failing miserably. And the society claps for you. Society is going to say, "Wow, we have this leader, great leader, who got us so much profit." Yes, that person got the profit because your profit is only taken by another demon. If you truly create something that is worthy, nobody's going to buy that because they will say, "I don't need it." And if you're creating something which is just somehow selling some code, some refresh, some sort of data update, doing just little bit of tweaks here and there is this huge customer base which wants to buy your stuff, your data, and they go data shopping. This is what is going on. A technology that is meant to keep your life easy. Are you truly thinking that technology keeps your life easy, or you're just addicted to it? You're addicted to technology because knowingly they have made the world outside so toxic that you cannot have any friends. So you're forced into looking at a screen all the time. Laptops, monitors, phone, iPads, screens. Well, what's your best friend? Screen is my best friend. Because at least on YouTube, you do get to see your vibe tribe. There are these other beings of light, these beautiful humans which are telling the truth, risking their lives every day. I risk my life every day. But I do not play cheap like them. And I tell you, if I also be like them, I can have a lot more than what I have now. But that takes you nowhere. That just takes you nowhere. They do not want you to live like a hero. They want you to be spineless, just like them. And how a coward shows their spine is by fighting against the chosen. Time and again proving how spineless they are, that they do not even have the courage to stand the truth. Forget about being in support. They cannot stand your presence because you are too bright for those dark demonic energies. So then I had to cancel my membership yesterday with Fitness First. And every day going there is a challenge because there are these demons and entities which just wants to keep on projecting their negative vibes on you. People just come there to gossip. They are not coming there for workout. You see their workout, nothing, zero. All they come is to do, really? Or these aunties and uncles who just come there to blabber and yap in the swimming pool. Disgusting. People don't go there for self growth. People go there just to chit chat and trash talk. As if it's a park. So it's so much better that you remove yourself from such disgusting, toxic places, which does not help in your growth, but rather people see you like they get jealous of you that why are you so focused? Why are you working so hard? And anyway, you should never ever fear that what happens if I confront them, and what if they try and uh, tell me no, don't do this, and they come to try and fight me. Miyamoto Musashi talks about this. Do not fear the confrontation, and you must fight the evil. Evil is not so strong as how they pretend to be. If you look really close, they are dumb. And this is the state of the world. Intelligent person is always going to be full of doubt, like, I don't know this, I don't know that, let me learn this and that, because they're honest, they're humble. And a dumb, coward fool is always going to act like I know it, and they talk loud. Haven't you seen even these school kids? Dumb people who have got no information, no knowledge, no experience of life will just talk like, yeah, I know that, yeah. Because that's what they've learned from their damn pathetic family, from their pathetic education system. Slavery. And then in turn, how do you get over your slavery? By talking loud. You talking loud is just a sign that you are living your life like a slave. You've got none of your say. All you do is take orders, limp, crawl. You're going to pay your vows to other bigger demons than you because they have more power than you. And you're going to just lick their shoes. A perfect recipe for slavery, a life well ruined. That's what it is. I'll read some quotes from this awesome book. Peter Burwash talks this. My basic philosophy has been if something good happens, I appreciate it. If something bad happens, I see it as a learning process. Challenges and obstacles are tough for all of us when we are first confronted by them. But they are only tough while you haven't found the solution and the way to overcome them. You are never given an obstacle or challenge that you do not have the ability to overcome. Never. So staying with this. See, the real challenge is, can you stay with your problem a little bit longer? That's all a game about patience. Somebody who has more patience would be the ultimate winner in a real sense, not in a lying sense. In a lying sense, you might be given Nobel Prize for being a terrorist. Why? Because you just got these lies from other lying society and people, and they voted on you because they betted on you. And you see, you got this all written. You've got these recommendations from other cheats and liars. Look at LinkedIn. It's just the same thing going on. Somebody who's most disgusting, corrupted individual working in the organization, they've got so many recommendations. Because it's a snake supporting another snake that says, yeah, I like to work with you because I'm just like you. I'm the same way blinded, but I talk lies. I talk lies in technology. And same thing is happening in your government, in politics. And then you will still go ahead and vote for them as if they're going to make your life any different. So people do not like Trump, still they vote for him. So who gave him the power, first of all, to make stupid decisions across the world, and nobody likes him? So it's people like you and me, the normal people. We say that the power is being mishandled, but it's first of all we who give them the reins so that these people take over the power and then make absolutely mindless decisions that would change the course of events across the world. And not being responsible by any means, but on paper you're called as you're the best leader. You advocate peace. You advocate economic growth at the cost of destroying so many stuffs. So don't run away from challenges because part of duality is challenge, and the other side of it is this is your win. You enjoy that success that you have learned, whatever. And you keep on playing this game of duality till you are sick, dead, and tired. Till you see that the pointlessness of it all. That you, it's just like that story wherein uh, there's one man who needs to keep on pushing this big rock up the mountain. And if he does not, then the rock falls down. So he has to keep on. Sisyphus? I don't remember the name. So he just has to keep on pushing the rock all the way up. And when he has reached the top of the mountain, thinking, now I've arrived, the rock comes down again. So what a meaningless way. Like all your life, you're just going to keep on toiling and working hard and dying, only to know that none of it will stay. And I don't know if you have free will, because it seems that you are given challenges which comes outside of your imagination, and then you're supposed to fight, and you call that after this victory I come up stronger. Maybe I can reuse that energy and strength into my next challenge that I face. Because see, in my past I've faced bigger challenges than this, and that's what keeps me going is the momentum. It's the momentum that makes me a good strong warrior. And being a warrior doesn't mean that you will win all the battles. Being a warrior means sometimes you will win and sometimes you lose. But what you do is you stay observant. You look at the things that made you fail. And then you also try and implement some of the good things that you did before. You stay observant, you just stay aware. And finally, when you think all of this burden is just too heavy on you, just drop it. Like I just wake up every day with lightness because I drop off all of my burden of thoughts, all of the burden of the battles and the stuffs that I undergo every single day. So you just drop the burden, drop it, and you drop it and you give it all away to a violet flame and burn it all there. And from that burning, you get a lot of energy. The violet flame, the chambers of violet flame, it's written about this in the Kabbalion, the Egyptian book of wisdom, the Kabbalions. What an incredible book. Every word in that book is gold. Like how every word in this beautiful book, the illustrated Bhagavad Gita, it's gold. Every word in this beautiful book of Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, is nothing but gold. Every word in this beautiful book, Threads of Transcendence by Adi Suyash, is nothing but gold. This is pure gold. Living in truth, living in reality, living with the truth. Truth is beauty and beauty is truth. That's all. Said who? Leo Tolstoy. And this is true. You no matter how much stuff you do, and you can also make a 80-year-old look like a 20-year-old with whatever amount of technology and surgery and this and that. But still, you cannot differentiate the truth from a lie. You can have a plastic flower and make it look very fancy and much more attractive than a true flower. But a true flower, a real rose, a real sunflower, that has its own essence. How could you compare the two? A plastic is a plastic. And the same thing goes on with the truth and the lies. The lies might try and copy you, the person of light, truth, but they can never be you. How could a plastic be like a real flower? A plastic flower is always going to stay like, like that solid. But a beautiful flower, which is fresh now, will die by the evening. It will wilt and it will wither away. But still, you want to love that fresh, beautiful flower. Why? Because it's alive, it's truth, it's beauty. And don't think that I'm saying this, that stay with the truth, as if life will slap you so many times and it will bring you down to your knees that you would have no other choice but to come to the truth. Don't think that you are not going to suffer just because you are a demon. Life will beat you down in ways beyond your imagination and crook you and break you and damage. And the damage is going to be so bad to those demons that they would have no other choice but to come to truth, to love, to light. You do not choose that, it chooses you. So, all these demons will soon be your devotees and praying with you, singing the praise of the Lord, singing the praise of the gods. Who's a demon, first of all? Demon was also created by the God. Demon was the fallen angel, was a rebel which did not conform to the Lord, but even that was loved by the God. That's what I watched in a video. So God created the angels and the demons so that these two things can play, like in a game of chess. There's this white king and white queen, and then there's this black king and black queen, and the game of chess goes on. But you know that if you're that is in the game of chess, but in the real life there are rules too. And if you do not listen to the rules of the nature, she will destroy you. Don't think that you are destroying nature by deforesting and making insane amount of economy which just runs on capitalism, which is just about production, just about creating more, so that people can consume and they die of overconsumption, die of overeating, die of so much disease because the society gives you disease, toxicity. Your food is impure, your water and your air. And not to forget the people. The biggest unsafe thing is the people. You do not need to be scared of of uh, of animals, of the dead. You should fear the alive ones because those are making the life real hell. And that's why people in the mountains seem at least bit more peaceful than people in the cities. Sure, they do have a problem with their neighbors. They do fight over land. They do fight over crops. They do fight over cattle. That this much is my sheep and that is your sheep. And sometimes the sheep might have gotten mixed. And they do fight in their community with other parties. But that does not mean that at least they have the nature. And we do not even have that. And the nature has two sides. One is the nice side of nature when she gives you warmth and beauty and greenery and love. And the other side, the wrath of nature, is in forms like earthquake, like flood, like thunder, like drought. All of these aspects of climate change because of how we are industrializing everything. So just keep moving. Just keep moving because you know that stopping by would just feel like death. There's something in you that says, I do not want to stop here. There's something in you that, even though the attack from the demons might be strong, mentally, spiritually, of how they are around you, but you know there's something in you which is far stronger than them, which tells you to know you must go ahead because you want to, you just must keep going and in the right direction. Else you might make 1,000 moves in the wrong direction and you might say, I'm busy. Look at my calendar. I'm busy from 5 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the night. And that makes no difference. You are just the same joker, just the same clown. Because you are saying I'm doing these 100 activities and I'm keeping myself super busy working with this and that. But if it's not in the right direction, it's not in aligned to truth, what use is it? You're just going to ruin your health with that excessive burnout. And then take some vacation in Bali and say, now I'm relaxed. Wow, nature, Bali, this place. Or go to some temple and call, wow, this is peace. Only to come back to that mad rat race after 2 weeks. So just watch out. Just watch out what you're doing and fight the evil. Spirituality, truth, and goodness and being divine doesn't mean that you just be quiet and let them walk all over you and you be a doormat. In the Vietnam War, there were these monks who wanted to spread the truth and they said, we are against the war. We do not come to side A or side B. And the political parties, they wanted to force them that, no, you must take a side. They said no. And then they were also very strong. They were all trained monks, physically very strong. So they did fight for truth. And then in return, of course, the violent mob, people in power, they got them killed. They burned those monks. Some of them set themselves on fire. Not because that was suicidal, but because they wanted to advocate for truth, that I'm against this war. So just watch out and don't think that I do not have an impact, so why should I tell the truth? Why should I fight? Who cares? Nobody cares about me. Nobody anyway doesn't care about your lies either. So at least be the voice of truth. Be the spirit of light because nobody cares, right? Yes, that's true. Nobody cares. So at least you must care for your spirit because you're responsible for your life and nobody else takes any of any of special interest towards your growth. So even if all the voices and the noises and the people around want to bring you down, you keep yourself high. This is duality and you play by your sides. That's all I wanted to say in this video. That was my message and I hope it stirs something in you. And if you have been liking my video and it helps you elevate and you're my vibe tribe, leave a comment in the comment section and follow me. And I will keep on bringing better stuffs based on my daily experience because I want to spread the truth and have more people who are stronger in light. And I want to get this going all the way. Bye. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.